All right, hello everybody. We are here in Champion Select for Game 1 of the Learning Fives Bronze Silver Tournament Finals between Bad Macro Inc. and Team Zoom Zoom. I am Niberia. I am joined here by Penguin. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, man. How about yourself?
I am all right. It's been a weird day. I just watched the episode of Full Metal Alchemist where, no spoilers, but if you recognize Edward, you know what I'm talking about. And then I had to rush to get dinner after that. So, it's a weird mood coming into this game, but it's mostly hype. As we see some strange bands coming out, and I think they're just literally going down the list of A's at this point.
Yeah, they're just trying to go through picks and bans relatively quickly so we can get in the game as fast as possible. So they just banned all the A champions. Cho'Gath was picked up into the Poppy. Cho'Gath was the last pick, but the Poppy was the absolute last pick for Team Zoom Zoom here. Sejuani was first picked by Team Zoom Zoom. Gragas was third picked. So it was the second rotation. And here we'll see a Victor pickup against the Vladimir pickup of Toxery. So already we have some interesting picks going on here. What do you think about the Cho'Gath to Poppy matchup?
Well, I'm going to be honest, I don't play a whole lot of top lane. I'm what you might call matchup challenged, but I'm going to make some assumptions here. Look, Cho'Gath is really, really good with his E dealing, I think now percent max health damage with the 3 charges every time he turns it on. But Poppy also does percent max health with her Q. However, it does deal physical damage, so once Cho'Gath gets some armor in the bag, he might have a better time. It's going to be an interesting matchup to watch for, but I'm more interested in seeing how the team comps develop because both teams right now are looking like a very AoE focused kind of wombo combo deal. You have the Vladimir to lay out a lot with his Tides of Blood as well as the Hemo Plague versus, and also the Sejuani and Poppy with a lot of AoE versus Gragas and Victor, both of whom have a lot of disruption. Same for Cho'Gath. So it's kind of, I'm looking forward to the team fights, and I highly expect them to be a slightly frantic mess, and that excites me as play-by-play because I like shouting things very quickly and very energetically, and this seems like I'm gonna get to do that.
Yeah, I'm very excited about the team fight potential of both these team comps. They both have high AoE, high damage. The only thing I worry about for Team Zoom Zoom here is that they don't have a lot of damage if Tristana falls off or dies in team fights. So Toxery is gonna have to get pretty far ahead of this Victor if he's gonna maintain dominance in these team fights. With that being said, Ezreal doesn't bring as much damage to the table as Tristana does. If Tristana does her usual thing of getting 2 items and just melting faces. Um, so we'll see if this Ezreal Victor combo can do more damage total than Tristana Vladimir because the rest of the teams are fairly tanky. The top side between the jungle and the top side of the map are 2 tanks on either side, and both the supports are healing type supports. So it's going to be hard to kill the tanks in this game. So they're going to have to, each team is going to have to just try and die for the back line. Vladimir does have a lot better escapes than Victor, but that being said, Ezreal has escapes where Tristana does as well. So we'll see how that plays out in the team fights.
Now, how are you expecting this mid lane matchup to go between the Vladimir and Victor? Victor has a lot of wave clear once he has upgraded the E. Even unupgraded, it does a fair amount of wave clear, but Vladimir also clears fairly easily. Is it going to be like a roam war? Are they going to be trying to duke it out? Because I don't see Victor necessarily winning that with Vladimir's sustain.
Yeah, I don't expect neither Vladimir nor Victor to stay in lane very often. They both have massive wave clear very easily, with the Vladimir Ties of Blood and the Victor Death Ray. It's easy for them to each clear the wave and walk out of the lane to either go top lane or bot lane, or just help their jungler kill the other jungler and get jungle pressure. Now, that being said, it could very well happen that Vladimir just gets very far ahead and pushes Victor out of lane so much that Victor just has to see us under his tower, and that's about all he can do. And that's what blue side needs to avoid in this game is that happening, because if the Victor gets behind and can't wave clear as effectively as Vladimir, then they're gonna have a hard time putting their pressure on the rest of the map.
So, do you think it would be fair to say that the mid matchup is the swing matchup this game where the junglers should be focusing their time, or is there a better lane for them to be focusing on, like, say, the Tristana versus Ezreal matchup where Tristana can pop off very heavily, but Ezreal can be kind of oppressive early game?
I do feel that mid is going to be the swing matchup in this game. Bot lane is super sustainy, super long range. Everyone's just going to be able to farm up fairly easily and not really going to have a lot of gang pressure. The only person in this bot lane that's going to have a target on its head is a Soraka. Soraka doesn't have an easy way to get out of fights. Nami does with her CC abilities, but the Gragas is going to have a good amount of CC to go down there with. So the swing matchups I would say are the support and the mid. The AD carries both have easy escapes they can get out with. Top laner is just going to be super beefy. Now that being said, if Poppy gets very far ahead of Cho'Gath, then Cho'Gath isn't going to be able to stay in lane against this Poppy. Poppy is just going to literally physically push him out of lane. So it's going to be hard for Cho'Gath to compete in that way. That being said, it's all going to be up to the junglers at this point. They're going to be the ones to decide how this game goes down, and we'll have to see how they affect this game in the long run.
All right, we'll see how they play it out in a few seconds here. Enjoy the brief musical interlude.
Unmuted.
All right, hello everybody, and welcome. We are here in Game 1 between Bad Macro Inc. and Team Zoom Zoom. Before Penguin God and I introduce ourselves, I'm Niberia. There we go, we even got it out of the way. We're going to introduce the teams. On the blue side, we have Bad Macro Inc. with Sylvie Surfers in the top lane, Almost Exact in the jungle, Lei Shen in mid lane, Sasuke 843 on the Ezreal AD carry, and Zacho 254 on support.
On the red side, we have Team Zoom Zoom with a Reaper 1612 in the top lane, Orioles fan in the jungle, Toxlery in the mid lane, Aurelian Soul Food on the AD carry position, and Snack Bar CEO running its booth in the bot lane.
Now, I have a fun fact here. I've actually played with both Sylvie Surfers and Lei Shen in the past, 2 days.
Oh boy.
So, I have some personal experience playing with them. But we were
Now they're
all up against Platts, so we got stomped. So we're going to see how they play differently in a more matched environment, and I'm excited for that.
Now the real question is, how is that mentality going to carry over to today? Because they might still have that mentality of playing against Platts and not going to have fun this game. So, in your experience, Niberia, how tilted would you say they were after that game?
Honestly, I think I did a great job at keeping everyone untilted by being the worst player on the team by far. So really, I think using that strategy, I mitigated the disaster that this game could have been. So, all in all, Bad Macro Inc., you're welcome, is what I'm trying to say. But we see both junglers starting bot side, as is tradition, passed down from generation to generation. And I want to make a prediction here. It's a mastery prediction. Alright, look. I saw that Almost Exact took as his secondary tree Domination, which, as we know, is target access and burst damage. So I expect a little bit more target access and a little bit more burst damage in the early ganks. Huh? Yeah. I could do color, man. Look at that analysis. It's brilliant, isn't it?
Very good analysis there, Nibiru, now.
They grow up so fast.
We see here already that Silvery Surface is trying to freeze the wave a little bit while it's going to be pushing against him. Reaper is going to take a little bit of damage from these Warple Spikes and from the damage going in. Oh boy. Now, that's one thing I forgot to mention was that Cho'Gath does bring a lot of damage that Poppy isn't going to be able to build very easily against, because building MR is going to be very impactful, but a lot of the items that Poppy wants to buy are armor items. Frozen Gauntlet, for one, and like Righteous Glory and stuff like that is stuff that Poppy wants to buy. And she's not going to be able to buy those against Cho'Gath. She's going to have to buy MR. That's going to be rough. You can already see that she's down a bunch in CS too. So that's going to put a lot of pressure on the top side. Now you also see Almost Exact and Orioles fan near the top side, so we're going to see potentially some ganks going off. Nope, they're going to run back mid though.
They're going to run into each other. Perhaps we'll see a jungle versus jungle fight.
Possible.
No. Darn. The excitement isn't here yet. Wow, Snack Bar CEO is pretty low so far. Seeing a lot of early dominance from this Ezreal.
Yeah, Ezreal, Kleptomancy Ezreal just has a lot of pressure in the lane because he can very, very easily get random stuff off, giving him more AD, AP, health, mana, anything that he wants he can get.
Ooh, Sylvie Surface getting really low here. Might have to flash away. He does, but is Reaper going to follow? No, saving the flash. If he had passive up, that would have been a very dead Cho'Gath. Oh, great bubble coming out from Zacho. Sasuke jumping forward. The flash and heal blown from Soul Food, but the flash from Sasuke secures him that first blood. That is some clean Ezreal play right there. My church shoes are jealous.
That was a good play by Sasuke there. He got the damage off and got Aurelion Soul Food. Now I will point out that the CC on Team Zoom's bot lane is very lacking. They don't have a lot of good early game CC going. They just have the slow and silence field of Snack Bar CEO that could potentially root, but
Sylvie Surfers. No, Reaper gonna survive. Meanwhile, gank in the mid lane. Toxel getting low. But he's fine.
Tox surviving that lane because he's Vladimir.
Yeah. He cleverly picked the counter strategy of being Vladimir.
And pressing Q. Ooh.
Oh!
Go for it. He gets it!
Oh, the alley-oop! I love it. I love watching Ezreal. Almost Exact about to get stunned there. Almost exactly dead. Just kidding. I should have saved that for later. That was pretty strong.
JK. Come on, man.
You know, the flash forward from Toxel. Tox not realizing that Almost Exact is right there. But it's not going to matter. Almost presence being enough to zone him off. Orioles fan getting spotted out. This is a busy early game.
He had to flash forward to avoid getting stunned.
Yeah.
Which is what I saw there. I think he knew that Almost Exact was there and he wanted to get out, but he was going to die if he didn't flash out of that stun. So.
Now, what's interesting to me is that Sasuke took the broken stopwatch mastery. Now, that's cool and all, and admittedly, as an 80k carry player myself, there've been many a game where I wished I could just buy Zhonya's and not have my team report me for trolling, as in every single one where there's a Rengar. However, broken stopwatch builds into, I think, 3 items. Zhonya's Hourglass, Gargoyle Stoneplate, and Guardian Angel. None of which I think are particularly necessary this game, honestly, so I'm not sure if it was the best mastery choice. Oh, meanwhile, stun going to go down on Sylvie Surfers. Reaper going to try and look for the wall stun as well. Orioles fan, aftershock damage going to be enough to kill Sylvie, but first, Sylvie's going to take out Orioles fan. Sylvie might actually survive this. Flash coming out from Reaper, going to be enough to secure the kill. Whew, it was close.
Good job, Sylvie Surfers. They're getting the kill on the Orioles fan. Orioles fan not respecting the face damage coming out.
Sylvie, buddy, are you sure you know what Stinger does?
All right. So let me evaluate this real quick.
All right, I'm ready.
As a color caster, I have to give credit where credit is due. I think he's building Triforce. Now, this is potentially really high damage because he uses that E as an auto attack reset. He can also combo his abilities very well to get those auto attack resets to get a lot of damage off. Now, starting with Stinger means that you can get those three auto attacks off much faster. It also deals a little bit more damage, and I'm pretty sure it gives some cooldown reduction as well. So that means his ult is going to be up sooner. So I can see the appeal of getting this item. What he builds it into is a different question. But for now, it seems interesting at the very least.
This sounds kind of like my friend trying to justify his Gunblade Lucian mid to me. It's like,
alright, so
dude,
Gunblade Lucian.
The AP burst from the W isn't enough, so clearly you need the Gunblade. Which is fair. But why go AP Lucian?
Because you don't get any other healing items. Oh god, Sasuke.
Oh my.
Oh.
Sasuke 843 is popping off.
I mean, it's so sad that casually auto attacking someone as Ezreal is popping off.
Hey man, he was landing those Qs.
That's the state of League of Legends, guys. That's the state of League of Legends right
now. I love Ezreal. I'm sorry, I'm so biased. Especially that skin. He picked the perfect one. Everyone's like Pulsefire, and I'm like, nah. Frosted, man. Frosted. Like your flakes, Frosted. You want your Ezreal.
Frosted is just like the discount Pulsefire. What are you talking about?
That's right. It has a down-home attitude to it. It's not pretentious. And I like that about it. So thank you, Frosted Ezreal.
I got Pulsefire Ezreal for free from a random mystery gift.
Uh-oh. Sylvie's about to get a death for free from Orioles fan, but the ultimate coming out. That wasn't an overcommit. I think that was worth it. Especially
are you okay there, buddy? Oh boy. Oh, nice.
Almost exact. Oh, almost dying here. Ignite is down on him, but will he survive? He does get the kill, but dies immediately thereafter, not having triumphed because he did go domination for target access and burst damage.
God damn it, Demir.
I am just on a roll today.
He also burned Flash in that fight, assuming that he would be able to Flash and survive, but he did not. So he burned Flash basically for free. I will point out that Sylvie Surface did get Ninja Tab Eye, so that's going to be a lot of attack damage reduced by Reaper. That being said, Reaper doesn't do a lot of basic attack damage, it's mostly the abilities, but Sasuke and Zycho gonna grab this turret probably on the next wave.
Yeah, I'm actually excited to see Ezreal with Kleptomancy because we kind of glossed over it a little bit. I was too excited at him landing Qs to say anything because I'm not used to doing that personally, so it's cool to see. But yeah, Kleptomancy, one of the cool things about it is how much gold it gives lets you kind of gloss over the weak tier power spike because tier doesn't really give you anything. Yes, it gives you mana, and that's cool and all, but the real power comes from getting the Mana Moon and upgrading it into the Muramana as the stun comes down onto Sylvie Surfers. Hold on. My one color casting point this game might be interrupted. Alright, we're good. Anyways, you get to skip the sort of power trough there, and you get your Sheen faster, so you get a little bit more damage. And I really like that for Ezreal, because Fervor was very good on him, but one of the biggest problems is that he just kind of sucked for a bit. Like, every game.
Yeah. He just had that time of the game where he just wasn't going to do anything, and that was kind of expected of Ezreal, and that was about now until about 18 minutes. Just because he just didn't have the damage, he didn't do anything in real fights, he just didn't survive fights, he just didn't do enough damage. And now he's going to try and go on Reaper here.
Bubble missing, but the wave coming out from Nami. Zycho getting the slows down with the E. Sasuke gonna, barely not kill Reaper, but a great true shot barrage. I spoke too soon. I'm sorry, Sasuke. Don't kill me with your ninja techniques.
That was predicted. He saw that, he recognized that Reaper was going to try and go back to the tower and just decided to aim it a little bit back that way. Very smart, very smart.
It's interesting seeing how much less damage he does to the Cinder Hulk Sejuani with, I assume, passive was up at that point.
Yeah.
Because Sejuani passive
there was also no armor on the side of Reaper at that point, so that's why he did a good amount of damage to him. But I do want to point out, welcome back, Old Green Wards.
Oh, yeah, true. Thanks to Kleptomancy, we can see the old green wards and...
Thanks to Kleptomancy.
No old pink wards, but old red potion as well, which is fantastic.
Old
Second
red
tower.
potion, old mana potion. Like, I knew Riot was doing something there when they took away red blue potion.
Yeah, it was just the long con to get us all excited about the new masteries, and I think it worked personally. Oh no, Orioles fan, you're in trouble now. Baltimore can't save you here. It does look like Sasuke has the red potion though.
Sasuke is now 4-0 already. Gonna try and dive this Vladimir potentially. Almost exact. Gonna miss his body slam.
Uh-oh.
I'm doing play-by-play all of a
Sasuke.
sudden.
The E flash to get around tower. I respect that level of commitment. Aurelion Soul Food. Getting chunked out a little bit, by which I mean not a whole lot actually. Mid push. This is gonna be the third tower in a row here. Gonna probably be about a 5k gold lead, right?
Yeah, they're sending their winning bot lane into every other lane to try and get all these outside towers, so that they can transfer that pressure all over the map. Now, if they get this mid tower down on the next wave or the wave after that, then they'll be fine. But looks like 2 of them are going to go back at this point. But they don't realize Tox is going to go back as well, and that was the main person defending that tower. So that being said, the entire team's going to go back. They have gold in their pockets. Sasuke is probably going to build Frozen Fist here. Nope, he's going to go for Triforce. I can see that there. I do like the old Blue Ez build, especially right now because he just gets so tanky and does a lot of damage, even though he only has like half damage items with the Frozen Gauntlet. That being said, he is going to try force this game, which does provide even more damage, but only to one target at a time. That's why I like the Frozen Gauntlet, is because he gets that AoE damage and that armor, which is really helpful, and he gets TDR from it too.
I think it's important at this point to hold on. Lei Shen, Toxelry. Hold on, guys. I need to make a point about the state of the game. Alright, look. We have a 4 to 5k gold lead, just 4k, for the side of Bad Macro Inc. Ironically showing the better macro of the two teams, by the way. Just pointing that out. And there's a huge CS lead in the top lane, with 34 in the top lane, down 20 in the mid lane, but also 20 in the bot lane. And I think that's because of the good lane assignments, honestly. If you send your bot laners back top, they can no longer be pressured off CS, and your top laner just kind of gets to free farm as the Tristana and Soraka try to push them in. Cho'Gath with that natural sustain going to stay healthy, so...
Very good play coming out by Bad Macro Incorporated, or BM for short. Orioles going to get seen in his own jungle.
Orioles in a little bit of trouble.
Gets hit by a few more Qs.
Ooh, 80 gold. Good lord. Oh, Sasuke's just diving at this point. Ultimate going out just to save Orioles fan from the impending doom. Lei Shen and Almost Exact coming in onto Tox. Almost gonna pop that ult, but the flash away from Tox is gonna save him.
Now I do feel that Tox had the chance to turn that around there with his ultimate. He does have that, but he does just play it safe. He is gonna just give this tower up to Bad Macro Incorporated's Rift Herald, and that's gonna be it for that tower. It's gonna end up being about a 5,000 gold, 5,500 gold each straight up.
Now at this point, do you think they should keep pushing mid with the Rift Herald or abandon it to go for the Infernal Drake? Well, now they don't have the former option.
Yep, they don't have the Rift Herald anymore because it was too low after the second tower hit. Now that being said, they could have just gone to the Infernal Dragon after they'd gotten the first tower, and then they could have gotten it, living up to their team name at that. But now they're gonna look for it in just a second. There looks like there's a fight about to happen. It'll be a 5v4 if it does happen, though.
This is my favorite maneuver as a bot laner. It's called the bot lane doesn't get to play League of Legends this game.
Yeah, it's kind of what Team Zoom Zoom are experiencing right now. Just not getting to play League of Legends.
You know, Dyrus can sympathize.
Yep.
Probably one of the saddest things in professional League of Legends was seeing that interview. Where Dyrus was just so angry at Worlds. He was just like, I just want to play League of Legends after being denied, I think, 3 levels?
Yeah.
Something like that. It was back in Season 4 meta. But luckily we don't have the problem with lane swaps now, and we see the more reactive lane swaps like we've seen this game from Bad Macro Inc., where they're just like, okay, we got bot tower, we're still ahead, let's switch lanes.
Yeah, Riot did make a good decision stopping lane swaps from happening. It made the game a lot more fun to play. And like useful at all. It wasn't like every game was gonna be the same thing for the first 20 minutes. So that being said, in this game now is what we're talking about. We have gold leads all across the map for Team Bad Macro Incorporated, whether it be from kills, assists, or CS. Almost everyone on Team VM is ahead. Now, Tox are going to get seen by
Exhaust
this
coming down. Tidal wave going up. Zacho getting really low, getting taken out. The heal from Sasuke not going to be enough to save his support. Tox on the chase against Sasuke, but Sasuke's going to make it out. Perhaps they felt that it was not wise to chase it. They could have gotten the kill, I think, but...
It's possible, but I think they want to play it safe.
Which is the smarter play here, especially considering that they're behind. They really just want to let the Tristana scale up, but... Honestly, with a 4-0 Ezreal with a 40 CS lead, I'm not sure that's going to happen. The call on Aurelion Soul Food will help. Uh-oh. Lei Shen getting ganked. Good flash out.
Yep. Now, I will point out that Tox being able to basically 1v2 and get a kill against the two most fed members of Team Bad Macro Incorporated is a very good sign. It means that Vladimir is going to be the one that can handle this Ezreal.
Yeah, I would have expected by this point to see an Executioner's calling onto Sasuke, knowing how fed Toxelry is, but not just happening. Sylvie Surfer is going to get into a 1v3 at this point, but it looks like he's escaping thanks to the Rage passive on the Trinity Force. Hopefully they didn't rename it and make me look like a fool there. Uh-oh.
So this is Trinity Force Cho'Gath.
Stun coming out. Reaper and Tox getting knocked up from that rupture there. Lei Shen coming into the fight, getting the W down for the slow. The ultimate from Reaper going to make Lei Shen into a target for the 1v2, but he's going to escape thanks to Ghost, trying to lay down some return poke damage onto Toxelry right there. And it looks like Almost Exact coming in for the fight. Flash body slam, gonna knock up, almost got Reaper in it, but the knockback from the cast gonna be enough. Reaper gonna have to flash over the wall. Toxelry trying to get some damage down into Almost Exact. Meanwhile, Orioles fan has joined the fray. Tox not gonna be able to use that buff transfusion. All the while in the bot lane, Sasuke and Zacho trying to take down this tier 2.
Now this Triforce Cho'Gath is very interesting because you saw just how much damage he did, and he was still tanky. And that's the scary thing about Triforce Cho'Gath, because he has those on-hit abilities that are extremely impactful for the game, and he's just gonna get naturally tanky from his passive, and he's gonna build tank items from here on out. And there's basically nothing that Team Zoom Zoom can do about it, you know.
I feel like it could have been capitalized on harder, and it doesn't help that Sylvie Surfers did have that like 30 CS lead, which is now 50.
Yeah.
But when you have a top laner who's usually building tank going squishier, that should be your opportunity to try and abuse that. And I don't feel like Team Zoom Zoom either was able to execute on that or even considered it as a strategy. But they
didn't.
Continue.
I don't think they recognized that Cho'Gath was building Triforce Cho'Gath until it was too late. Orioles fan only came up there twice, and he wasn't able to get anything from it either. He actually died once. Look at this damage that Sylvie Service is going to be doing. That's half the health just from one ability and some auto attacks. It's nuts. It's absolutely disgusting. This is a second level ult going to be coming in to get this feast.
Uh-oh. Is Sylvie going to be able to do enough damage? Oh no, he's tanking the tower at this point. He's not going to be able to ult. Oh, he's so low. 16 health. Orioles fan, can you do it? The slow coming out from Almost Exact isn't going to be enough. Going to have to use the defensive body slam. What a hero. Almost Exact is going to need to get a virtual high five from Sylvie Surfers for that play right there.
Oh my god. Sylvie Surfers with the great escape. Holy. Oh, Tox going in.
Tox flashing in with the Proto Belt, the Ignite going down. Sasuke pretty low, using that stopwatch there to try and perfect some damage.
That was from the Hemoplay. You wanted to stop the damage from the Hemoplay coming in and killing him. It was a very smart use of the stopwatch there. Now we'll see if he ends up selling that or not. But man, that's some close quarters play by Sasuke there.
But, you know, I can't really complain because so far so good. Orioles fan in a tough position, going to have to jump over the wall. Few Qs coming out from Sasuke, but not going to be enough to do too much. Warmox is on Orioles fan, so he can take a lot of abuse from Sasuke and then just kind of sit in the backline for a bit and heal up.
Yeah, this is pretty normal for Sejuani to build a Warmogs. She gets it so easily when she's in the jungle. She just has so much health. And she gets natural resistances from her passives, so it's not a surprise to see that here. But he can't really compete with a Trinity Force Cho'Gath. He's probably just going to get feasted here pretty quick.
Yep. Ooh, body slam coming on to Reaper. Tox will be going in onto Sasuke. Sasuke getting really low, but not low enough to die. Doesn't look like a chase is going to come out. I think
Does not look like it.
Sasuke needs to sell that stopwatch so he can get his Klepto items.
Yep. That's one interesting thing about Klepto. Savvy
So
Surfer's gonna get
in a
engaged
little bit
on
of
it.
trouble. Not getting stunned though. Rupture going on to 2. Is he going to get the ult? He's going to get the feast onto Reaper, but going to go down to Orioles fan almost certainly here. Can he get the blast plant in time? He can, and he saves himself almost. Aurelion Soul Food going to get the kill. So close.
That would have been so hype. The great escape.
He went for the clutch play 2 times in a row, but almost exact wasn't there to save him this time.
Almost Zach wasn't there to save him, and Aurelion Soul Food was there to take him down. Feels bad.
Sad times, but you know
Sad.
what? He can make it back. Looks like he's going for Righteous Glory next here, which not entirely surprising. If you run at them with Righteous Glory, smack them, hit E, smack them again, and then ult, they're probably dead. Honestly.
Yeah, at that point. This is an interesting build from Cho'Gath, and I know I keep touching on it, but I'm surprised that he would pull this out in a finals match for Learning 5's bronze to silver tournament. It's interesting to see where they end up at this point. So the I will mention that Gragas hasn't yet finished a full item. He's sitting on 2 half items right now, so he isn't as strong as he could be at this point. But he does have that MR like he needs. He does have the Catalyst, which is very good for him. Also, Victor doesn't have a complete item other than his complete attack score. Talk's gonna be looking top lane or
Oh,
something.
Sasuke going really aggressive there. Dodging back with the jump. Toxilry going to get knocked up from the wave from Zacho. Sasuke might be able to take out Tox. Tox using that Zonia's, but the bubble not quite timed well enough. But Sasuke's like, don't worry about it, buddy. I got you. True shot barrage to the face. All it's going to take.
Yeah, Tox was kind of the savior of this game, and then he died to 1v2. He went a little bit tam, and that was all she wrote at that point. They did send Cho'Gath on the bot side to get pressure there, where this Ezreal and Nami are going to get pressure on the other side, and they get this turret basically without any effort.
Engage forward onto Reaper while Sylvie Surfers is split pushing the bot lane, especially with that rune he has that allows him to take down towers more quickly, whose name is escaping me, unfortunately.
Demolish.
Yes, I believe it scales off maximum health, which is really good for Cho'Gath, as it turns out. Meanwhile, Reaper getting a little bit low. Orioles fan as well, but Engage coming down. Reaper going to save almost exact there. Not exactly what they were looking for.
The turret on the bot side went down during all that because they sent 5 members topside to get that.
Mhm.
Now, Tox is going to be looking to get this wave away from Sylvie Surface here. And that's going to be all that bot lane wanted to have was that turret, and that's gone. They get nothing now.
And Sasuke still does have a lot of damage coming out. Uh-oh.
Rip.
Snack Bar CEO is going to get taken out. Was that even Feast? Yes, it was. I couldn't tell because he got Tristana ulted at the same time, which means that's another ult down. Reaper, I don't think you want to fight that, buddy. Sasuke jumping over the wall. Tox flashing in and using the Hemoplague onto Sasuke. Ignite going down as well. Sasuke running away while Toxover gets punished in the backline. Meanwhile, Aurelion Soulfood putting down some good poke damage onto Sylvie Surfers. It's a fight that anyone could win at this point. Sylvie going down, flashing out actually. Sasuke having to flash out as well after going in. Sylvie does finally get taken out by the explosive charge. Both AD carries are still up. And 2 tanks are down, 1 on each side. So it could be anyone's fight here as the inhibitor gets taken for the side of Bad Macro Inc. Very well played from them.
I would say that was a 1 fight for Bad Macro Inc. They did trade 1 for 1, but they also got the inhib for it, so that's a 1 fight for them. They got what they wanted out of that. They did lose their big boy Cho, but he doesn't lose stacks anymore, so there's no downside to losing him.
Yeah, it is just... That was a really well played fight, I think, but also their macro is being understated significantly by their name. They kept pressure on the mid lane while Sylvie Surfers just slowly poked at that inhib tower, and once the inhib was bare, they decided, okay, now we can finally go for it, and they took a good fight, they got the inhib, that was all they needed to do, and now they're going to look for Baron. They do have, I believe, 1 control ward in the pit, but Directed Camera has decided that clearing Raptors is more important, and I can't argue with it, really.
You know, Directed Camera is what makes her careers right now. So
Makes or breaks.
We have to trust it.
Oh,
The
Reaper.
Baron is going to be the focus. Reaper looks like he wants to go in, but I don't think he's gonna. It wouldn't be a very good idea, to be
Orioles
honest.
fan might be going for the steal. I don't think it's a good idea. Oh, the wave gonna stop him from queuing in. Reaper getting the knockback onto 2. This is gonna be a really bad fight if the blue side takes it. The ultimate going out. It's gonna land onto Sasuke. He's in trouble. Gonna have to essence shift back. Orioles fan getting really low here, getting poked out, almost killed. Redemption gonna save him a little bit. Hemo Plague has gone down, but Toxelry himself might follow. Reaper falls somewhere in the top lane. Toxelry getting really low. Gonna try and go for Sasuke. Not gonna be able to. Lei Shen might be able to take out Snack Bar CEO at this point. If he does, it is surely a lost cause. And it looks like Orioles fan instead gonna be the one getting caught here in the backline. Might be able to get over the wall before he gets taken out, and he does. Aurelion Soul Food having to back through minions, and it's gonna be a 3v5. Sylvie Server's taking a lot of damage away from that tower. Are they going
to teleport to bot lane to try and get the win? They're going to try and push these towers.
They're trying to get the play here. Orioles fan going in. Sasuke going to have to essence shift out. He's not going to have it for a few more seconds. If they're going to try and kill him, now has to be the time. But they're not going to be able to. And it looks like Bad Macro Inc. has taken Game 1 of the NA Tournament Finals for the Bronze-Silver bracket. And what a great game it was.
Well played, well played.
Yeah, I'm just really excited to see that. I think they executed really well on their bot lane lead, as we mentioned a few times, rotating across the map, first top, then mid as 5, and then they just continued pushing with that tempo lead. And I think something that Team Zoom Zoom will have to adjust to is being able to either stop the bleeding or dominate harder in the early game, such that the enemy team doesn't get that chance to pop up, both in the top and the bottom lanes. Really, it was the problem. Because perhaps you could keep down just the Ezreal and Nami, and perhaps you could keep down just the Cho'Gath, but keeping down both proved to be too much for them. So we'll see how they adjust their strategies in the next game. In the meantime, enjoy the brief musical break, and we'll be back with Champion Select for Game 2. All right, hello everybody, and welcome. We are in Champion Select for Game 2 between Team Zoom Zoom on the blue side and Bad Macro Incorporated on the red side. I'm Nabira. I am still joined by the Penguin God. What's up, Penguin?
Not a whole lot. Got me some hot apple cider, and I'm chilling.
There you go. I have one of my 3 water bottles here.
One of the 3.
Yeah, I went through one of them actually on the break. So hopefully, since it's a best of 3, I'll either go through at least 2 or 3. You know,
yeah,
mathematically that makes sense.
Quick math.
Yeah, quick maths. I don't know. Okay, it looks like one team's banning the things they actually banned, and then the other one's just banning the A's again. So.
Yeah, well, they kind of got a halfway point here. So I will point out that red side will be banning. Red side is Bad Macro Incorporated. Blue side is Team Zoom Zoom. Team Zoom Zoom in the first phase banned out Ezreal, Nami, Cho'Gath. So, you know, half the comp the team was running. And Team Bad Macro Incorporated are actually banning out Zac, Malzahar, Vladimir now. We have a Gangplank in the top lane. That's always fun to watch. And here we go. The Fiddlesticks in that jungle. Oh my god, I'm excited. Yes, Nabira.
Okay, look, Fiddlesticks is awesome. And I haven't seen him since, like, Season 3.
Yeah.
Which
the
is
only
a
times
shame.
I've ever seen him, the only times I've seen him have been feeding trolls in my solo queue games. Now Zoe in the mid lane.
Speaking
I'm super
of trolling solo queue.
Hell yeah. Gotta get Zoe in here. Now Janna was actually the ban out here for Team Bad Macro Incorporated. Now Zoe and Fiddlesticks is interesting because they do a lot of how do I put this, sustained CC with the tired into sleep, and then Fiddlesticks silence and slow and fear and stuff. Now Mordekaiser was not what they actually banned. Lulu was an actual ban by Team BM here. And blue side's second phase of bans were Gnar and Twisted Fate, and they're probably not going to ban either one of them because they hate us, apparently.
Yep.
So Toxic Syndra is one of the things that I always look forward to. He always does really well on it, so I'm hoping he pulls that out this game and brings us to a game 3.
Yeah, I'm still trying to process the Fiddlestick Zoe Gangplank combo, and now with the Jhin, I don't know what this team does. Okay, so look, like Zoe and Gangplank, I can see the synergy.
People. What are you talking about? They
except Fiddlesticks doesn't. He doesn't do
Okay,
anything.
Fiddlesticks fears someone, so they have to do the same thing for the next 5 seconds, and then Zoe and Gangplank just one-shots them while they're slowly walking away.
All right,
Like
we can
it's
hope. I don't know.
that's the plan here. That's the plan here. Now, you have to remember that they're facing a Maokai Sejuani, so they're gonna be super beefy front line. Now, Syndra and Misfortune are very squishy, and they aren't gonna have a lot of escapes. So if Zoe and Gangplank can get those one shots off, it's very likely that they can easily pull out a win here. Now, keep in mind though that Jin and Thresh in the backline are just gonna be able to two-shot people as well. So this is a super volatile comp here with a lot of damage and not a lot of tank stats. They do have a lot of CC though to try and stop the front line from getting to their back line, but we'll see if they can keep up the damage throughout this entire game and get ahead like they need to be able to one-shot the entirety of the other team.
Well, while I do appreciate the hyphiness, I actually think Zoe should probably take cleanse here instead of exhaust, but that might be a personal preference thing. While I do appreciate the hyphiness of picking the first 3 picks there, which are all ridiculous, Gangplank, Fiddlesticks, and Zoe, I don't know how well this team is going to do in team fights, and I honestly kind of prefer the team presented by Team Zoom Zoom right here, because you have the Maokai, you have the Sejuani for the beefy front line, plus a lot of CC. Then you have the Syndra for some pick potential, and then a little bit of AoE damage, and then quick on-demand burst with the ultimate. And then you have Misfortune for the crazy AoE damage, and also some, pick potential and burst, but mostly for that crazy ultimate, which will be enabled by the front line of Maokai and Sejuani, and then Soraka just tries to keep everyone topped up. That said,
No.
If Zoe just, one-shot Soraka at the beginning of the fight, or Misfortune, their entire comp kind of dies.
Yeah. So that's what I was going to touch on, is that the 5v5 team fight of Team Zoom Zoom is absolutely massive. They have the Maokai ult, the Sejuani ult, Syndra, Stun, Misfortune ult. They have such good R buttons that they can press and win fights. Now, that isn't going to do anything if they get half to 3/4 health before they can even walk to the fight. And how are they really going to engage on someone like a Gangplank and Zoe who can stand so far back along with the Jin? And Fiddlesticks is just going to press R, go in, do a lot of distractions while Gangplank and Zoe just one-shot the entire team. Now, that being said, if Orioles fan and Reaper can get ahead in their respective areas, they can become tankier than the enemy team can deal with, and that's where I think they can easily pull out a win here, is if they can get tankier faster than the enemy team can do their damage.
I just really I'm looking forward to seeing how this one plays out mostly. I don't really have any strong predictions because it is sort of a who wins harder faster kind of deal in a lot of these fights. And
these are both very much win more comps.
Yeah, and I just haven't seen enough Zoe to know how well she does in competitive play, because I haven't kept up with Kespa Cup. But I assume she just has 100% ban rate, so I don't think she's even been picked there. So we'll see how this goes. Wait, is that a teleport on Thresh?
No, he switched it to Ignite.
Okay, I can't see because it's off the screen.
Yeah, it's definitely a red. Gangplank has teleport.
Oh well.
Fair.
All right. Well, we'll see how this goes in a few seconds.
Zoe
here.
might pick up teleport, but
yeah, we'll see how this goes, and we'll be in game in a few seconds. We'll see you then.
See you soon.
Well, as much as I'd like to listen more to the Elementalist Lux theme, we are here in the beginning of Game 2 between Team Zoom Zoom and Team Bad Macro Incorporated. And they are now on the red side as we have had a side swap. I'm super looking forward to this game. I don't know about you, Penguin, but
I think a lot of us are. Anyone in the audience who isn't hyped about this game needs to check themselves, because this is a super excited game with two completely different teams. Now, there's a 5-man stat going over here to this mid side. They're going to be looking for something here. I can see it on their faces. They want it. They want this win.
and they're going to actually utilize the Fiddle passive that makes him a scarecrow when he stands still long enough and gives him a burst of move speed. Or maybe not. It looks like they waited too long. Oh, Death Sentence coming out. The Q from Zoe. And the W root. Is this going to be first blood? It is. Going on to Sylvie Surfers. That is not good for one team. But, you know, for Bad Macro Incorporated, that's fantastic.
It's exactly what they want. They want those early leads. Now, Gangplank, I want to point out that Gangplank does have the ancient coin.
Why? Wait. Why? Wait.
I'm not gonna question it. I'm just gonna accept it.
Wait. But it doesn't work if you get the... Wait. Wait. Okay. Alright. You know what?
He also has Kleptomancy.
Well, that one makes sense. I know that one because Bank Plank is the OG. I get the Kleptomancy. I don't get the coin, but maybe it'll become clear when he turns it into Shirelia's Reverie. Wait, no, wrong season.
It's super Bank Plank, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, oh, okay. Yeah, so it's basically... Why not get Spell Thieves then? Oh, does Ancient Coin not get disabled, I guess? I don't know.
No, it doesn't. It never gets disabled.
Alright, maybe that's it. Maybe it makes sense and I'm just bad.
He also gains mana back in the gold. Like, he gets so much gold from it.
True.
Like, it's super good on Gangplank. Now that I'm evaluating it, it looks super good.
Okay, yeah, it's starting to make sense. It's starting to make sense.
Now, I don't suggest you youngins go out and play Bank Plank solo queue, because your team will actually at you. So I wouldn't suggest it. But it is something that is played in this game. Sylvie Surfers is going to be shooting Reaper in the face a bunch, but it is going to be a Maokai, so it's still going to be hard for him to kill him.
Mm-hmm.
He is getting a lot of gold already. He's already, let's see here, quick math, like 700 gold ahead of him. That is...
I mean, 400 that's massive. First blood, but still.
Yeah.
That's 300 within 2 minutes.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot of CS difference, which shows you just how much the coin and the Kleptomancy comes in handy. It's you get lots of money. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, the runes here are really interesting from a few members here on the side of Bad Macro Incorporated, and not necessarily in a good way. Hold on, as almost exact ganks going in with the fear, followed by the silence, followed by the sleep. Oh no, he missed it! No, get the W. Okay, he got the kill. Second blood going down. Anyways, what I was going to say, Electrocute on Zoe is really bad. I think.
What? Yeah, you take Comet. That's the typical what you build on Zoe, because it almost always procs.
The reason for that, dear listeners, if you're not quite as shocked as we are, now my logic might be a little bit flawed, and that's why I have Penguin here. Basically, Electrocute's really great if you have 3 spells that can do damage consistently. Or you have 2 spells you can knock out in quick succession. Wow, Snack Bar CEO gets really low here. Reload coming out from Sasuke. It's not going to be enough to kill him, but going to get him pretty low. Anyways, what I was saying.
The flash auto reported.
Yeah, right. I did that in a game.
Sasuke could have flash autoed and gotten the kill on Snack Bar CEO, but whatever.
I did that in the game with Sylvie Surfers, and I died for it and didn't get the kill. Snack Bar getting taken out. Orioles fan coming in for the gang. Zacho getting really low. Ignite going down onto Orioles fan. And it looks like Sasuke might get stunned up here. Has a few more stacks left. But Orioles fan on the retreat instead. Sasuke getting the flash auto now. And it looks like he's going to get the kill. He's 2-0 at 4 minutes.
Snack Bar CEO flashed in. Did you notice that?
I didn't, but I appreciate the hype.
Yeah, flash forward to... basically. I don't know what's going on there.
You know what? I've done that though, and it's like the worst feeling in the world. Better yet, I've done a Nidalee Spear backwards at level 1.
Yeah.
And that's just the worst feeling. So we'll let him beat himself up in shame.
Yeah, we'll let that one slide. We'll call it nerves performing on the big stage.
Oh no, the call. This is ultimate bank
This is-
plank.
This is a bank plank 101. Now he needs to pop that red potion there, to open up a spot to get more money bags. Like
Oh.
that's bank plank 101.
Basically electrocute. Maybe it's not as bad as I was saying. Oh, Gunblade. That's really unfortunate, and that's just yeah.
Ooh,
And that's why getting Gunblade is really strong early on.
that's why getting any active items is really good early on. Like
Well, strange. Who would have thought
Yeah.
that? I sure wouldn't have. You
Zoe,
mean getting the
popping
active of a 4,000 gold item at level 5 is powerful? Shocking.
Nah. Well, Tox is just as shocked as
Yeah.
you are. Ha.
I would be. This is mostly in jest, by the way. I have no idea how strong Zoe is relatively, because I'm not good.
Really, very, very
Yeah.
strong.
But I'm not good, and I ban it every game anyways, because it just looks not fun to play against. Oh.
See, I feel like the best way to beat Zoe, and I've had good success with this, is just play Vigar, because no matter what, you hit your abilities. Because
Yeah.
you just put a field on where she wants to go and where she started, and she's gonna get hit by the stun either way, and then you just Primordial Blast and eat her face open.
Well, actually, I've been watching a lot of Skara, and he's been playing Zoe, and his opponents pick literally anything and seem to beat him with it, so I think the champion might have a lot more counters than we think it does. Or Skara's just being bad at it. But I did
Skara
see...
does have issues.
I
will
did
admit.
see Katarina actually doing fairly well, being able to juke with the
Oh.
Shunpo. Oh, that was a great death sentence coming in with the deadly flourish into all of the death for Snack Bar CEO. Little unfortunate.
juicy.
Yeah. I love that Sylvie Surfers has gone full bank plank and is still doing a billion damage.
The minion saw that coming.
No! So did I. I was hoping he wouldn't get hit by it. Oh my goodness. Tox doesn't even have 6 yet.
No, he doesn't. He would have gotten the kill if he had 6.
Oh, by far.
Yeah. Easy.
Oh wait, we have time for like 3 seconds. No, we don't, because there's a gank going. What? There's a gank going down mid. Sasuke, what are you doing? I appreciate that. Oh my goodness, that was.
Sasuke with a roam. Holy.
All right, Sasuke.
Sasuke
He's 4 now.
flexing his muscle. He's 4-0 right now. This
This is really bad.
unfortunate.
This is unlucky.
Reaper body blocking Sylvie Surfers there.
Oh. Is he
Oh.
just gonna kill him before Orioles fan makes
Oh,
it
you
in?
flashed onto the tower.
Oh, the W coming
Doesn't
out.
get the kill.
Reaper. No. Survives by the bark of his teeth.
Oh god damn it. Well, he's playing
See-
Maokai, so it's a little bit.
Oh, you're right. The
Whatever,
skin of his
whatever.
fangs, maybe? The bark of his
so-
fangs? I don't know. We'll make it work one day.
The meow of his. I don't know. Whatever.
We'll figure it out. One day.
We'll figure it out and we'll get back to you. Don't worry. So here we have already a massive gold lead, about 5,000 at 8 minutes into the game. This is looking to be really good for Team Abad Macro Incorporated. Now, we'll see if they can keep up this pressure, because they're doing exactly what their comp wants to do right now. They are getting ahead, they are getting what they want, and they're getting a lot of damage off on the other team. Now they have to keep putting down the other team. Oh, a lot of damage.
Deadly Flourish missing. Zacho getting really low. The ultimate coming out from Misfortune is going to take Zacho out. But Sasuke's fine. So, oh, no, he's not. He's very much not fine. I lied to you a lot, guys. I'm so sorry. Almost Exact coming in. He does have level 6. Looks like Sasuke's going to get taken out. The W from Almost Exact keeping him healed up, I guess. But, I don't know. Not a very good deterrent without much AP.
Yeah. That was a bit of going a little bit too ham there by Zacho. Gets his laner killed as well. He is still 4-1 and 0-1-5, so that wasn't that bad. But it is still a big amount of gold going into the hands of the bot lane of Team Zoom Zoom.
Absolutely.
Bank playing. He doesn't have any spots for Kleptomancy stuff.
Yeah, and that would have been a mana potion, too.
Yeah, he's playing it wrong.
Yeah, clearly just don't buy a refillable potion, and here's why. You get all kinds of potions. So
Well,
why would you-
he had that previously, so it was.
Oh, you're right. Sell it for the bank.
I think the dagger is what did it.
Yeah. Oh, that.
Leisha,
He-
please.
He wasn't
That's
moving.
that signals to me that he's playing on lock screen,
Possible. Yeah.
because he had his cursor over Tox at first, and then he moved slightly towards the blue side and didn't hit.
Is Orioles fan just gonna die?
No, he's good. He's good.
Just smite it early, guys. Please, don't risk dying for it. I don't recommend it. Because I've done it and actually died, and then that's worse.
Well, see, I'd rather risk dying and then not giving it over than giving it over and not dying.
I mean, maybe. But if you die without using it and then it gets stolen, that's just, you know... Whoa!
See, now you're not playing on lock screen anymore, Lee Shen.
Yeah. Zoe's fun. Oh my goodness. That's disgusting.
Why does this never happen in my games when I'm playing Zoe?
Right? Why does this never happen in my games when Zoe is on my team?
I just feel like no one plays around Zoe in a bad way when I'm playing Zoe. I'm just like, it's useless the entire game.
Yeah, everyone just like dodges completely around every skill shot and then just is in her face constantly killing her. That's my experience when Zoe's in my games.
Yep. Exactly.
But then she still gets like a one shot from 8,000 range, but...
Yeah. Just, it's still no items and still gets a one shot because that's how
Yeah.
Zoe works.
Alright. That isn't as fun. But you know what is interesting that I still haven't mentioned and I keep forgetting to? Almost Exact is the only person I have ever seen take Glacial Augment, and I actually think it's not bad.
So I played with a Glacial Augment support Morgana yesterday, and it wasn't terrible, but there are so many better options is the thing.
But for Fiddlesticks are there? That's the question, and I don't really think there are, because you can't take Phase Rush. Meteor is kind of useless for you. Like, yeah, it works, but why would you take it? Airy is meh. You get a lot out of it.
There aren't a lot of options that are good for Fiddlesticks, so Glacial Augment would be a good one to pick here. He does do a good amount of damage, and he does need it. He also enjoys the slow that he gets from it. So
yeah, like
we'll
his
see
biggest
if it has
problem
the
is
effect.
always staying on someone, or even getting to them in the first place, and Glacial Augment helps with both to some degree. Oh, Death Sentence going down onto the Misfortune. Deadly Flourish into the ultimate from Fiddlesticks. The Crow Storm going down. Aurelion Soul Food getting incredibly low, getting taken out here. And there's nothing Orioles fan and Snack Bar CEO can do, despite the wish coming out. Uh-oh. Orioles fan looking to go on to Sasuke, but oh! A gank from behind from Toxelry. Sasuke getting really low here, dipping into the bush to try and save himself. Going to use the Blast Plant to try and get out before Orioles fan can get him, or he's not going to use it. He's almost certainly getting taken out on the backlines there. Zacho getting pretty low here, having to flash out. What happened to Sasuke? Is he just going to back? He did!
Yeah, he made it back! Sasuke the God.
He's clowning on some fools. I like it. I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Oh, Sylvia Surfer's flashing the thumbs up.
Was that an actual flash? Yes.
Yeah,
Yes, that was actual.
that is.
Okay.
That is the real OG flash.
All right. You know what? You're 3-0-1. You can flash as much as you want as long as you don't die from it.
Yep.
I respect it. Oh. Locked camera
There's
strikes
locked-
again.
Lock screen coming in again.
Or does it automatically move your camera to where she is when she ults?
When you're in lock screen, yeah, but your cursor can be, you can have your cursor over someone before you ult, to prepare it for when you have ulted, and then it's just not in the right spot when you ult when you're on lock camera.
Okay.
See what I mean?
So in unlocked, it's fine?
Yeah, and unlocked is easier because you just have your cursor over someone.
Right.
It's fine.
Oh.
And your position in the map doesn't matter at that point.
Reaper getting pretty low here. Sylvie Surfer's gonna not have to orange it, or did he? And it just didn't heal him much. Almost Exact is about to get taken out here. Oh no, the flash was late. Gets the flea down onto Reaper, but he gets knocked up. Almost Exact getting really low here, but Sylvie Surfers might be able to save him. Some autos going down onto Reaper. Reaper surviving somehow. Sylvie getting really low. Almost Exact doesn't have any mana. He's gonna get taken out, but Sylvie survives for the time being. Orioles fan doesn't have ult.
They could have almost turned it around there, but they did get the kill, so. Well played by Orioles fan and Reaper.
It was very close. Oh my.
Goodbye.
Oh, Death Sentence going down. Zacho going in again. This might be a repeat of last time, and it is as the bullet time comes out. Except this time, Zachos doesn't get taken out. Sasuke getting a little bit low, but does get the Deadly Flourish onto Aurelion Soul. Ooh. Spicy.
It's a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage.
Little bit. That hurt my soul.
My heart, my soul.
Ooh, Reaper getting pretty low there, getting the preemptive wish out from Snack Bar CEO, but it's not going to be enough. And the cull is almost completed from Sylvie. Let's check the gold lead real quick he has.
That is. Oh
Oh
my
my! Oh! In case
He has
anyone
more
can't see,
one in the game.
it is currently net worth of 7,675 for Sylvie Surfers and 4,640 for Reaper 1612.
He's gained 714 gold from Ancient Coin, and I can't see how much he's gained from Klepto.
There was an overflow issue on my end, and it now says, hold on, let me count the digits. 3, 6, 8, 9. Apparently Sylvie Surfers is banking 4 billion gold
Oh, okay.
on my screen, so that makes
No problem.
sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense. That yeah.
Yeah, 4.2 bill, no biggie. All right.
Although he's chosen to not upgrade his coin and not go for tier 2 boots and leave a spot open. So, if that information is accurate, he's got like 700 IQ right now.
Oh, almost exact, going in with the only fiddle ult I've ever seen land ever, except his one earlier. Toxelry getting pretty low here, might get taken out as well, having to flash heal away. The re-engage from Reaper and Orioles fan gonna fail here.
Likely gonna fail at least.
Well, yeah, it's not.
I don't see any reason why it would. Oh god.
Zacho looking like he wants to re-engage for some reason. Gonna try and get the death sentence onto Reaper, I think, at this point, because Sasuke's pretty low. Below 30% HP. It looks like Aurelion Soulfield going in with the bullet time. Zacho's gonna survive thanks to that heal from Sasuke. Sasuke reloading. Has the bullets now. The stun missing, but Zacho gonna eat the ultimate from Toxelry.
Now this is already a 9,000 gold lead for Team Bad Macro Incorporated, but they're kind of throwing their lead a little bit. They're pushing a little bit too hard, trying to get too much out of this, and they're dying. Oh god.
Sasuke gonna get taken out here.
Gotta go down.
Make it rain. The area not gonna save him as it finally takes him out. Aurelion Soulfood, 2-1 and 2 now. Yeah, things are going for the worse, except, you know, Sylvie Surfers is still doing his thing.
Yeah, so I do want to point out that was a 5v4, and Sylvie Surface is gonna get seen.
He needs to fight this.
Goodbye.
Oh! Oh! Oh.
That would have been so hype if he'd gotten the kill, but the wish coming in from Snackbar CEO.
It's a great wish from Snackbar. I can imagine the comms right now. Wish me! Ult! Because I've been there. We all have. Ooh, Lei Shen getting stunned up, but the exhaust coming out and the gunblade coming out. Lei Shen using his W button to great efficacy.
Good job, Lee Shen.
And he does have the sheen. I don't know if... So what's your opinion on Lich Bane on Zoe? Because I've heard pros say it's not the best. Although that pro was Skara, so...
The Skara is
I love
like...
Skara, but sometimes he says things and I'm like, Skara, honey, no. Please. Uh-oh. Death Sentence gonna go down onto Snack... Or not. Snackbar just died before he could get it out. Alright.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Rip Snackbar CEO. So... Oh god, they're gonna go in.
Uh-oh, gank coming in. Lantern, oh no! They left Sasuke! Lei Shen not gonna be able to save him.
Sasuke,
Barely surviving the
no.
bullet time. Oh, the sleep does go over the wall, and almost exact jumps in to 3 men with his ultimate. Gonna get taken out by the unleashed power. Lei Shen surviving, getting the drowsy on and getting the kill on Reaper. Meanwhile, Silver Surfer's getting really low in the backline there. Not gonna be able to take out Aurelion Soulfood. Sleep trying to go over the wall. Lei Shen is the only one with significant damage still alive in this fight. Zacho trying to survive as best he can. 2 kills going out in unison from Zacho and Lei Shen, thanks to the Ignite and thanks to the Q of Lei Shen. So 3 for 3, I think that was all told. Ooh, drowsy not gonna be enough, but the play with the true damage.
That was an interesting fight.
That it was.
I would say Bad Macro Incorporated did get the upper hand on that fight, but there was a lot of kills and a lot of gold going over to Team Zoom Zoom, and it's something they desperately needed. They are still 12,000 gold behind in this game.
Just a tiny gold lead.
So just a little bit at 20 minutes, no big deal. And so they're gonna have a long road to climb, but that sure did help getting a lot of items in the inventory, both Syndra and Misfortune.
And all Misfortune needs to do is get a good bullet time, essentially. As we've seen, it almost took out both Lei Shen and Sasuke, taking out the latter almost immediately.
Now, I don't know, they might be able to get this Ratel before the Baron spawns. They've got about 5 to 10 seconds to get it before Baron spawns.
Well, it gets extended if you're currently in combat with it. Oh, but the steal coming out from Orioles fan. They have to defend this or risk losing the Eye of the Herald. 2 flashes over means they're going to risk losing it. They've just given it up, and it looks like not only did they get Eye of the Herald, but Zacho as well. Meanwhile, Sylvie Surfer's going crazy on the backline. Orioles fan getting taken out. Reaper sure to follow shortly here. Little bit of damage going to go down to him. The Knight ticking, and they might just turn on Baron at this point, but Toxelry going to try and go for the stun. Not going to get it, of course, by this point. Uh-oh, but Aurelion Soul Food might take out Almost Exact, using the Zhonya's to try and save himself. The sleep going down, but will it be enough? The damage not quite going to be enough, but the ultimate from Jhin, the curtain call. Will it be the end for either of them? It won't. But pretty music, so, like, cool.
I will point out that a minion, again, blocked Zoe's Paddle Star, so minions are the MVP of this game.
Minions are really the hard counter to Zoe, which I find so funny.
Like, honestly, anything in the way of Zoe's abilities, because she's 100% a skill shot based champion, and she's all based on that Paddle Star.
Except
so
Malzahar.
Yeah. So, if a minion is in the way, it just kind of screws over Zoe.
Orioles fan does still have the Eye of the Herald. You don't lose it on death, but you do lose it if you're interrupted. Zacho getting knocked out, but so's Aurelion Soul Food. Zacho still alive, being alone in the backline for so long, but still surviving. Sylvie Surfer's having to flash out. Orioles fan going in as Lei Shen also gets some damage down. Sylvie barely surviving so far. Toxelry getting taken out, as is Orioles. Everyone is so low on the side of Bad Macro Incorporated, but I can tell you the one thing that wasn't bad in that fight, and that was their micro. The flash coming out from the W of Lei Shen, giving him yet another flash. And they're going to get the end here.
That was super good by both Lei Shen and Zacho there to get the kills they needed to get to this in him. They're going to probably not look for Baron because they're all really low, but they look like they're going to try and look towards the top lane to try and at least get the tower. But I don't see it happening. They are pretty low and they can easily lose the fight here, especially with the grasping roots coming from that guy.
Lei Shen is 8-1-5. That's just nasty.
Yeah.
To put it
massive.
lightly.
So anyway, back on the old topic of Lich Bane on Zoe.
Bringing back its classic.
It's good. Because it also procs, or it also applies to her passive. So she gets 1 Q, Lich Bane proc, Q again, passive proc, or Lich Bane and passive proc, and then Q again, passive proc. So it's pretty one shot if you can get it.
Well, that combo specifically is pretty hard to land because you'd have to be, to get the double Lich Bane autos from your Q, you'd have to be in basically melee range.
Pretty much, yeah. It's tough. It's tough for sure.
Sort of counterplay, but if you're the only one there and you're 1v1ing a Zoe, you're kind of toast at that point. Oh, sleep going over the wall, gonna keep Orioles fan zoned out, but they don't see that actually. Zacho getting low. Ooh, Snack Bar CEO is going to get slept. That means a dead Soraka. This will be the beginning of the fight, but will it also be the end? I don't know if they're going to keep going. Meanwhile, a sleep going on to Toxelry as well. The double kill coming out for Lei Shen. Meanwhile, everyone's going on to Reaper. Zacho going to try and get the death sentence, but the Wolves being the MVP. Deadly Flourish is going to be enough to get the root, and Reaper is going to try and survive the best he can, but he's not going to make it out of this one alive. Sylvie Surfer's finally taking it. It looks like they're going to try and end Bad Macro Incorporated. Will they live up to their name or not? It looks like Lei Shen is doing his best to remedy that. Unfortunately, not getting enough damage there to kill by missing that Paddle Star, but the towers have no such problem with dying. Sylvie Surfer's going to try and take out Aurelion Soul Food, but himself is about to get taken out as Sasuke dies as well to what I can only assume was a bullet time that I missed. Lei Shen getting really low. They may not be able to end here, and that means they've lost a lot of momentum by losing 2 of their big damage dealers in Sylvie Surfers and Sasuke 843.
Yeah, they did push a little bit too hard in that fight. The Sylvie Surfers went too far for the kill when he didn't respect the low death timers that were coming through. What they could have done is they could have just gotten that first tower biked off and then went to Baron, but instead they have to sacrifice all the pressure that they had to get this bot lane Rift Herald taken care of really quick and then get the dragon very likely. But that was a very big loss for both teams, to be honest. Neither team really got what they wanted. Bad Macro Incorporated wanted to get the end there, and Team Zoom Zoom just wanted to not lose anything any more than they already have. So both teams kind of lost what they really wanted out of that fight.
Not to say that Bad Macro Incorporated got nothing out of it. They did get a Nexus Tower, but it really could have been so much better.
Yeah, they could have won,
Well,
if they had proper focus.
That's about as better as it gets, really.
Yeah, that's the be-all end-all of League of Legends, is getting the victory screen. That's all you really care about, to be honest.
Well, that and flashing mastery when you don't deserve to. That's also
exactly.
really fun. Jump in 1v5 and die, flash mastery, greatest feeling in the world.
Of course, yes, exactly.
You know, it's funny, I still don't have a single mastery 7.
Really?
I don't play champions enough. I play them for like 20 games straight and then never again. It's a problem. Lei Shen getting huge poke down onto Orioles fan.
That's a full tank Sejuani, but it's
well,
damage.
Put that full tank in quotes. It's
well,
pure
yeah,
health at this point.
It's health right now, yeah. But even so.
Even so,
Maokai,
yeah.
though.
Oh, Maokai getting in a little bit of trouble. Meanwhile, 3-man stun from Toxelry and the ultimate going down. It looks like a bullet time as well. Orioles fan going onto this backline, trying to take out the Zoe. Will succeed. Lei Shen is down, but will the rest of the DPS follow from Bad Macro? Sasuke getting really low, finally getting taken out. Aurelion Soul Food going wild in this fight. Orioles fan doing his best to keep the team alive and keeping himself alive somehow through some miracle. Almost Exact getting really low, trying to get the flea down. He lands it, but will he survive? It looks like he won't. Will it finally be an ace? Zachos is really low on the backside, but nobody can catch up to him at this point. Aurelion Soul Food doesn't have the W to speed himself up, so they're only going to get a Baron. What a shame.
Yeah, that was a really... I don't think they're going to get the Baron, though, because the
not even.
Down. Yeah, they can't get it. Because and the death timers are still so low. It's only 26.5 minutes into the game. That was a massive stun coming out from Toxelry, though. That was very impressive. That means that they don't immediately lose, and they are going to get this top tower, which is going to be even more gold in their pockets they desperately need at this point in the game.
And it's important to note that the gold lead from Bad Macro Incorporated has not grown since we last mentioned it. Now,
Yep.
Big gold leads are very impressive at all points in the game, but it's important to remember that the more important thing about gold leads than just flat numbers is percentage and proportions. So proportionally, the gold lead has shrunk, while mathematically it hasn't. Actually, mathematically it's down to 10k now. So really, the amount of effective lead that Bad Macro Incorporated has shrunk considerably. But it looks like they're just going to take the Baron. I don't know if this is the right call. Bullet time is up on Aurelion Soul Food, and if he lands it into the pit, that's just curtains.
It is. It will be tough, but Aurelion Soul Food is off to the side. They do get the Baron.
Oh, but if they get Soul Food here...
Aurelion Soul Food is going to get chased down.
Ultimate coming out from Sylvie Surfer is going to get the slowdown. Oh, a great deadly flourish. Are you kidding me? Aurelion Soul Food going to get taken out here. Bullet time going out, but the Surge Gauge keeping him alive. And meanwhile, they've caught Orioles fan as well. Lei Shen going in as Zoe. Not the best person, but oh, a great Drowsy. I'm not sure if that was predictive or what, but that was great. Oh my goodness, the deadly flourishes from Sasuke have been amazing this game. Consistently getting those snares when his team needs them the most.
Yeah, that was a really well played fight by Sylvie Surface and Lei Shen. Getting all Tox dead. There he goes.
Goodbye. Ultimate coming out from Reaper, but without a team, it's not going to matter how much. Deadly Flourish going wide, but oh, the flash from Lei Shen missing as well. Reaper getting low, Zacho getting low, but Zacho's going to survive while Reaper isn't. This is going to be an inhib down, and almost certainly the Nexus coming in. Aurelion Soul Food respawning in 1 second, but does not have ultimate, so I don't believe it'll be enough. 6 seconds for Orioles fan, but over 20 seconds on everyone else. Meanwhile, the Sleep Drowsy going on to Snackbar CEO. The Nexus Tower going down, and this looks like it is going to be a 2-0 for Bad Macro Incorporated as they try and peel down the Nexus and get some juicy KDA. But no, they're finally going to take it. A 2-0 win with a very convincing Game 2.
And Bad Macro Incorporated are your Learning 5s. Bronze, Silver, October to December 2017 Learning 5s champions.
And at a certain point, we're probably going to want to start using barcodes instead of announcing the seasons, because I think it might be shorter at some point. But yeah, you know, we just have them scan a QR code to figure out when it is. But
yeah,
all joking aside, congratulations to Bad Macro Incorporated. A great series played by them. And that'll be the end of the tournaments for us here at Learning 5s for this session. But if you're bummed out by that as we are, you can always follow the Twitch channel to see the next matches we'll do, which I believe will be the staff show matches, which will be towards the beginning of next session, which should be in a few weeks. I think we're going to have 3 to 5 weeks off. But if you can't remember that, like I don't know it, You can always follow the Twitter, which isn't as active as the Discord, which can be found in the link below. From myself, Nibiria, I hope you have a wonderful time. Penguin, outro us, buddy.
See you later, friends. Feel free to join the Discord, hang out with us for the next 3 weeks. We're always glad to have people in.
Have a good one.